There have been 2 Fulcrum cohorts before you, so you are the 3rd cohort. All of the work that you're going to be doing this semester is on factors about matter that are observable.
We will try and provoke you to think about the kind of quantity that you all know, and that's a quantity called mass.
Everyday items and estimate them.
Use this to plot where these were. So this is here, about here. I need to write my objects down. Like the water's heavier than the next.
I mean, the only reason why I was looking at the way that the grams is so when you start to compare that, it's like, well, how many grams can it be?
This is a little bit challenging for me to be, almost play the role of the student, really recall a lot of the different concepts that you learn in science, and but I'm enjoying myself.
I'm loving this because I wanted to incorporate inquiry-based education in my classroom. Like, I think that I'm doing it, but I don't know if I'm doing it right, and this told me that I'm way off. So I'm very excited about it. I'm learning more about building more content knowledge for myself that I can bring back into my classroom. I've already settled a few things that I was uncertain about, so I'm able to bring them back.
Well, then we might be getting into discussion on density. It's been interesting, challenging.
It's been a long time since many of them have really been asked to think about science. And it's very empowering because they realize they can do it. They can do science.
It's interesting because over time the groups come in and they feel from the start stronger and more confident. And I think that's part our own confidence in what we're doing.
I'm seeing, compared to previous cohorts, an even greater willingness to get into it. Not to worry about whether it fits into their classroom and not to worry about, whether the instrument is all they would like, but just to try to wrestle with the issues. I can measure the resistance of my thermometer, my germanium or whatever, and in the range where it overlaps a mercury thermometer, I can calibrate it. I can say, okay, this much resistance means this temperature. But then I have to be able to extend that beyond the range of the mercury thermometer to a range where I don't have a conformation. And to do that, I have to have some mechanism in mind, some model, some way of predicting how that curve extends. So the same is true really in almost any measurement you make. If you think hard enough, there's some model involved, some assumptions you're making about the physics of the phenomenon that you're using and how it relates to the quantity that you're measuring. In some ways, your model is as simple as my instrument works.
The purpose of this exercise is to show you how to use this device. Now we want to plot mass on one axis and volume on another axis. So we got that part straight. Which should we plot on which axis?
Part of what goes on in Fulcrum is modeling open-ended, every opinion is accepted, inquiry-based teaching that then gets carried to the classroom.
I'm not good at that. That's all I get.
There's now this culture at Fulcrum, and the teachers from one class, they're happy to come back and share how it influenced them, and I think that just makes the incoming class just feel very excited about what's happening.
I'm remembering why it was that I liked the program and all the things that I got out of it, and how far I've come in the way that I approach my science teaching. Seeing that the fishbowl discussion, I forgot about it, how much I really want to try and get that in again.
I was intimidated by the whole thing because I'm not a good estimation person. Everybody's just, whittling away kilograms, grams, blah, 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 blah. And okay, slow down a minute.
I was trying to figure out at one point for one of my classes just basically the atmospheric pressure, and everything was in pounds per square inch. And I had to search and search and search to finally figure out how to convert that to kilograms per centimeter.
Yeah.
I really think that there has been, in recent years, a conspiracy to make teaching a certainty. And what I'd like to invite you to think about as you leave today is that notion of what are the uncertainties in teaching and in taking this course online that I may learn to embrace as the real excitement, the real opportunities to enrich my own life as an intellect, to enrich my own life as a scientist, to enrich my own life as a person.
What do I now know that I didn't know before? What surprised me? And what more do I want to know about this subject?